David Johansen was born in Staten Island, New York, January 1950. When he was a kid in the 1950s, everyone always told David that he had a very distinct sounding voice, and it wasn't until the 1960s that he started to play with other musicians and bands. In 1971, a drummer named Billy Murcia and a bassist named Arthur Kane came knocking on David Johansen's door. They asked him to join a new band, which also included guitarists Sylvain and Johnny Thunders, who would travel for hours from Manhattan to Detroit to see bands like the MC5 and the Stooges. The choices that the New York Dolls would make in aesthetic and musical style would put them at the forefront of the formation of punk rock. The Dolls wore makeup, they dressed in drag, wore 4-inch heels, and trampled around on stage like some demonic vaudeville show. And let me remind you, they were doing this just 2 years after Woodstock. Extremely bold. But soon enough, the debauchery and the overt substance abuse and a dividing of personalities and musical ambitions caused the group to split up in 1975, just when punk was breaking. Imagine that. They never made it big and famous, but they sure as hell made a mark. David was still an active member of that community, and he started a solo career in 1976, which solidified him as a really mind-blowing performer with or without a band. In the late 1980s, his artistic creativity would reach new levels when he invented a character called Buster Poindexter. Buster gave him the freedom to do songs that the fans weren't really expecting from David Johansen. More recently, David has gone back to his first love in music, those hardcore American blues songs that he performs now regularly with his current band, the Harry Smiths. And whether he expected it or not, he is the last man standing.